Hello again. Hope you've all had a lovely day so far. So we're going to see another spell of very warm air as we go through the next few days. A reason for it? Well, high pressure will be dominating. Now in the short term, it's blocking weather systems working their way towards our part of the world, keeping us fine and dry, but it is allowing some very warm air to move up from the near continent. Now across parts of France as we go through this week, they could be into the mid-40s in places. Nowhere near as hot as that for us, but still we could be looking at low 30s as we go through Tuesday and into Wednesday, so do be prepared for that. Now in the meantime, for the rest of this evening and tonight, you can see not much going on. It's a quiet night for many, clear skies. May just be a few pockets of mist and fog in places, but for most of us tonight it will be clear, and our temperatures between 15 and 17 degrees. And that takes us into a warm and a nice bright start to the day first thing. May just see a bit more cloud, turning that sunshine hazy as we move through the afternoon, but it should be staying dry for us. Those winds will be light, a little bit of a sea breeze at times out towards North Sea coast, but temperatures higher than today. This time highs in Norwich up to around 28 degrees, could get into the low 30s across the west. And then looking ahead towards the rest of the week, where you can see here that high pressure is still dominating, and as I mentioned earlier, in the short term is expected to stay fine and dry, and it could get even warmer too. So by the time we get to Tuesday, some parts of the region could be up to around 32, 33 degrees, and that warm spell will last certainly as we edge towards the end of the working week, just tailing off slightly. Could see some thunderstorms though by Wednesday. Hello again. Hope you've all had a lovely day so far. So another spell of very warm weather over the next few days. We've got high pressure dominating. Now in the short term, that will be blocking weather systems working their way towards us, keeping us fine and dry. But you can see this very warm air across the near continent. Some of that is going to start to import its way to us as we go through next week. Now parts of France could be into the mid-40s as we go through this week. Nowhere near as hot as that for us, but still the low 30s in places, so exceptionally warm for the time of year. Do be prepared for that. Now in the meantime, for the rest of this evening and tonight, well, it's a quiet end to the day, clear skies, perhaps a few pockets of mist and fog in places, and that's of our temperatures between 15 and 17 degrees. And then a nice bright start for many on Monday morning. There may just be a little bit more cloud around, turning that sunshine hazy, but for most of us, it is a fine and dry day. The winds will be light, and it's going to be feeling even warmer than today. Highs this time 29 or 30 degrees in places. And then looking further ahead, we can see we've got this low pressure out in the Atlantic, but certainly in the short term, we're still under the influence of an area of high pressure. Now we might just see one or two thunderstorms as we edge through Wednesday night and into Thursday, but for most of us, still a good deal of dry weather in the forecast, and it's going to be remaining hot certainly for the next few days. So 32, 33 degrees possible on Tuesday, and only tailing off slightly as we edge towards the end of the working week. And of course, be prepared for some very warm, if not uncomfortable, nights. I'll see you a bit later on. Bye-bye. Hello there. Well, for many of us, it's a warm start to Monday morning. There will be bits and pieces of cloud around at times, but should be staying dry throughout today. Good deal of sunshine and light winds, and feeling very warm, if not hot, especially this afternoon. We're expecting highs there up to around 29, possibly 30 degrees. Bye-bye. Hello there. Well, for many of us, it's a warm start to Monday morning with plenty of sunshine developing. Now, the cloud will start to increase from the west as we go through the day, but for most of this afternoon, staying fine and dry, sunny spells, light winds and feeling hot. Highs there up to around 29 degrees. Bye-bye.